Hey everyone, welcome to an episode of Life with Marianne and Joe and our continuation of our fall 2024 series. And today I'm going to be working a little bit in the kitchen, and I mean just a little bit. Okay, so like I said to you in the beginning of this series, I was really scaling back this year in terms of fall decorating, and I think I did more than I thought I was going to do because, like always, I get carried away because I actually love the colors and I love doing it, and it's fun to do. Even though it's only going to stay up a little while, I really don't care because I like looking at it. I'm looking around right now, you know, I just think it looks really nice and festive and bountiful and harvesty and all of those kind of things. So today what I'm going to do is I'm moving into the kitchen, and if you haven't followed any of this series, hopefully you will go back and take a look. I've been using a lot of traditional fall colors. In the dining room, I'm using a lot of oranges, pumpkins, and fruits for a harvest look, pears and apples and things like that. The foyer had a lot of orangey leaves. And here in the music room, you can see behind me, there's orangey with a few orange pumpkins here and there. Family room has not so much pumpkin and leaf. I did more of an idea of let's get fall through other things like throws and pillows and things like that. But I used orange, burnt orange and burgundies and stuff like that. So I'm moving into the kitchen today, and in there, I'm going to pull the orange as well. But in this one, because I have some copper pieces in there and they're kind of orange, they're staying in there, and I'm going to highlight that by using little accessories that have a little bit of glitz to them, a little bit of glittery pumpkins and so on. And I'm also doing something on the stove mantle that I've never done before, in more of a neutral with just a touch of orange. So I hope you'll stay tuned. I hope you like what you see. Please subscribe and please give me a thumbs up. It really, really helps get my videos out. They're not getting out there, and the more comments and the more thumbs up I get, my videos will be able to be picked up by that crazy algorithm of YouTube. Okay, buddy, I hope you enjoy. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do in the kitchen is, because I have all these windows across the back, I tend to always keep the window treatment the same. So what I'm going to do is, instead of using the two panels here in the kitchen area, I'm going to take a panel and I'm going to kind of make it look like Roman shade-like. Okay, so see what I did? Well, I have grommet curtains. Hey, somebody told me that these are out of style now. Whatever. I love them. Anyway, what I did was I did in and out, and then I actually used floral wire at the ends to pull it taut so that it doesn't keep shrinking towards the middle. Next thing is I'm using this ribbon, and I cut it to a length that it will give me the correct height that I want for this Romanesque kind of shade. By the way, I got this in, Marianne bought it for us in Costco. It was like 50 yards for $7.99. It's nice too. It's burlap-y kind of. Now here's the reason why these grommets work so good for this. So I thread it through the back of the grommet, but it's resting on the rod. And, if it wasn't a grommet, what would happen? If it was a regular curtain, it would pull down on this and it would look crummy. So I thread this one here on the second one in, and I thread this one in on the second one. And then what I do is I'm going to tie them down at the bottom. All right, here comes a little bit of tricky part. You have to make it like an accordion, fold all the way up, and then if you have someone there with you, it's easy because they can hold the other side. Marianne's not here right now, so I'm trying to maneuver this on my own. So I just make a tie here and a tie here, and right now I didn't secure it really hard yet because I have to get the rest of them up so that I can get them all exactly the same height on the window. So I have all the ribbon pre-cut, that, the beige one that I just showed you. And then I remembered I have this also. We got this from Costco too, 50 yards for $7.99. So I think what I'm going to do is, rather than cut all of this, cut it up. I'm just going to make a piece and I'm going to add it to the bottom so that it just incorporates some of the orange that I have going on everywhere else into this area. Okay, so you can see what I did is I just used a piece that was maybe about 2 feet long, and I tied it in there, and I dovetailed the end, and it just brings a little bit of that orange color that I have going on in the rest of the house into the kitchen. And it goes so well with these copper pieces that I have here on this 3-tier shelf in the kitchen as well. So I'm basically leaving everything here, but I'm going to move that glass up there, and I'm going to move this little bell right down here and put something more appropriate for the season. So I'm going to use this little tea light holder that I spray painted silver, and I'm putting this a little bit of a glittery pumpkin to pick up that look of the copper, and I have that little thingamajig there and another pumpkin right there just to bring in that, the fall look over to this 3-tier shelf. All right, now here on the mantle of the stove, what I'm going to do is, first time I'm going to be using a pool noodle up here. What I did was I slit down the back and I just grabbed it onto the edge of the mantle up there. And I'm going to use it just, to stick these picks in. And I'm choosing to use mostly neutral up here because it goes so well with the cabinets. And I started in the middle and I'm working my way out. And as you can see, I also added in some white pumpkins that have gold crackle. And on the top, I have some of that glittery orange picks as well as some glittery orange pumpkins. Just a minimum, just so that it carries over from the rest of the room. Okay, so just something really simple for the table. This beautiful glass vase here. I put some hay in the bottom and I use these glittery orange pumpkins that I got from the Dollar Tree, I don't know, about 100 years ago. And I went out in the yard and I picked up some branches and I just twist tied them together and I stuck them in there, and it has a really natural kind of look. And this runner that we got from the Christmas tree shop about 150 years ago. And here's the look. Tell me what you think. I'll be listening and reading. Okay, so the fall house tour should be coming up next week sometime. Thanks so much for stopping by. I hope you're all doing well. Take care. Bye-bye.